some daily stuff, and I'm also going to show you how I crew for the Borg Probes and the Gorn. I need to do some Gorn runs. My thing is low, and we're also going to look at the events tonight. So we've got the reason why I chose the Borg Probes because looks like our battle pass is tied to them. So I'm going to do that first, and we look at this Instant Sutter event. They should call this Bring Out the Dead, because look at this. Stupid Doomsday's worms. But it also says you can defeat one hostile 46 plus and get points for it. So I'm gonna try to achieve it that way, because I do not want to spend any time with these stupid worms. And let's see what else we've got. We've got a couple of these. I may try to run some of these tonight. Like I said, I told you I was going to join an alliance, so I'm helping them run some formation armadas. So I'm going to be done with this after this one. This one I'm going to fly back in and start doing the dailies and for our stream. Let's see what we got. Most of these, they don't help me a whole lot anymore. Okay, I do. The Crusher Hypo Spray does, but I've long done Janeway, so that's going to be nothing but. I do got some of those. That'll help for that one. Let's go ahead and claim. Whoops. Let's go ahead and claim that. See if that maxes out that daily thing. I think this was one of the 8-hour ones of tonight. Let's go and look. Oops, I'm the wrong one. Oh, I was right the first time. Now we go all the way to the dailies. They do have a Gorn event, but it doesn't really. I don't need Investigator parts, so that doesn't do anything for them. We got a Cube event tonight. So I've got 4 hours and I've got 1 milestone hit. And I think there is one, just a regular one. Let's go back and see. Yeah, some quantum. Okay, this Parabellum. I can't use any of the 4-star stuff, so that I won't do that one. But I'm going to start doing the Borg. Exit out of this and start doing the Borg stuff. Get my other day events done with, and maybe I can do some more formations with them, or maybe. But I decided to join an alliance that was very active in the combat arenas. No, so where am I going? What am I doing? Okay, here we are. Borg space. I mean, that's something I wish they would do, is to add a few higher systems to this. Because right now, I'm going to use. I could probably use this crew, and this crew would be just fine in there. But the crew that I did back when this was a relevant event to me, I used Pike. Go ahead and get his group up. Himmer. And I think it was a Hora. Let's see if it's... Yeah, Hora. But I do think the Kirk brothers and E-Data would work just fine in there. But that one was really good for me for almost the whole expansion of this. When this came into play, because before, you know, we only had, for the Vidar, we only had the stuff that was in Romulan space. These, no, not those. Okay, these right here. I guess they added one. I've never been in there. But it's been so long since I even went over here and looked at any of these. But this is where I used to go in here. These, so they got a 35 system up here. But I crushed these 58, so it doesn't even matter. Right now, I could put a bullcrap crew in there because my Talios is so strong, and I've got so much interceptor research done, it wouldn't really matter. But if you're struggling to complete these, or it takes you multiple runs to clear the event, what I would suggest, so if you're going to take multiple runs and if you don't feel this, preface it on this, and you don't fill the cargo bay when you have to go back, and there is, I don't know if it's in here or the combat one. I'm going to look at it. Yeah, these, you get this loot bonus. Well, this does no good for me now because like I use the archive building, and this is a dead loop for me. So I'll never use these, and you can see I rarely ever did anyway, because I could sit there and run it with no issues at all. You can see I don't do these very much. I've got extra from when we had the Borg events that gives you those extra ones every day, you know, or two. I think they give you 2 a day or something like that. So I don't do this because this is a dead loop for me. I love that ship. That is one of my favorite specialty ships, but now it is a 6-star player or 61 plus player. This little ship really is irrelevant to me now, but it was a main player in my 40s and 50s because I used to OPC hunt with that bad boy. I don't do it now because if we go to war, I'll show you the reason why that it's OP Summit hunting in 6-star space isn't profitable, but it's because the exchange rate. You end up spending more money repairing your ship because you've got to use a 6-star ship, especially to get like the Sigma Paras or the Tri or the Dilithium. You've got to have a 6-star ship to get it. Otherwise, you just kill the ship with an empty cargo bay on the way out. And basically, the guy that you took their stuff from was, if he was OPC, he just got to keep it all, just got a free ride home, early ride home. So, I learned that the first day I went up to 61 space, because I took the tally up there and was able to kill the Novas with it pretty easy. But I noticed I wasn't getting any resources. Now, the regular match, you can still do it, but still, you know, the exchange rate for the raw versus the common, uncommon, and rare is not real good. It's almost not worth mining. Right now I mine when I'm off the game, pretty much. Now there is a mining event in the daily thing that we just looked at. I probably need to send my ships out right now and I think I'm going to go ahead and do that, get them on their way. I'm going to change this ship to one of my, whoops, there's one. I need that one. So I'm going to change that one out. Go back, put miners back in it. 'Cause I was using that to help the guys on those formations, but really for me is where I'm at, and the ones that I've already tiered out to, we have to use those special stuff for. It doesn't really help me to do those formations. There's only a few of them that give me shards that I can use. So basically, I'm doing that to earn the pulls in the chest, and not what it actually, the shards that give. Most of those are. See, I ran. I'll go just real quick and do this. I ran. And the one that they picked, of course, gives you this Janeway one, and I'm ended up having to just get stuff for right here. I think I got a few. Let's go ahead and look at see if I got any, because I did get a few crusher stuff. So, okay, it looks like I do have something I can upgrade. Yeah, those are not one I want to do. I'm waiting till I get enough of this special stuff to boost this one up. I only got 2 more levels, and then I'll work on some. Probably the way it'll go, I'll go on the next. I'll go on the Gavin. Then I'll go on the probably Giorgio's sword, phaser. And I'll look at these and see which one of these are worth messing with. Now, I think this one only goes 12, doesn't it? It gives you. Let's go ahead and get rid of that one. And I still got enough for. Okay, I've got enough to get Spock's engagement up. I've been waiting to get that one up. So let's go back. I think let's go ahead and do this one. That came from some pulls I had. I didn't get that in the formations. I did a couple of pulls before I went online with some of the loot that I won. Okay. So that was profitable in that part as far as getting the pulls in this thing. Let's go ahead and go back to set our miners out. Okay, I need to put this on mining speed, cargo protection, whatever. And then I'll just choose. Usually put him on my second one. And then I just put, let's see, I got the gas one in there, so I'm going to put Hoshi on there. I'll go ahead and put to Paul because I'm not going to send out a third one. And I'll just fill this up with these random mining officers in the bottom because they're not going to count for anything. They're just filler. Okay. So now we're going to go set our miners out. Oh. Well, oh, that's right. I'm doing the Borg. I don't think that's all of them. Let's look and see. Defeat Q's trials. Oh yeah, you get some from hitting hostiles. Okay, so we got one more to go. I thought we did. Yesterday, they short us the last tier yesterday, which I hope that doesn't mean that they're gonna have to we're gonna have to get them to compass the last thing to finish the overflow. I was worried about that yesterday, that it didn't have the 6,000 tier on it. So let's finish this up and then we'll go hit the Gorn. As you can see, I'm pulling pretty decently. I think I got the doctor below, maybe. But other than that, don't really have anything that is boosting my cargo. Because I had the doctor below when I was using this last night to finish the dailies. But this crew was good to me the entire time that this was in existence. This is the one I used to tear out my Talios, to really make this a dead loop even before the archives. I was basically doing this to get Armada stuff, because then there was still a few like the Queen shards that you get from doing the Epic Armada. Or no, you get the Queen from doing the expansions. So they kill the expansions, but you still have the uncommon, rare, and epic Armada. I don't know if you do that, you end up taking out the Vidar one, since that was introduced when the Vidar loop, or the improvement of the Vidar loop. I guess I should say. I don't know if they'll still exist after you do that, so that's one reason I don't think I will ever complete that one. I know I'm not going to do the Botany Bay, because the Botany Bay, I never engaged in that loop at all. I thought it was stupid. I thought the ship was stupid. The concept was stupid. Whenever I needed data, I just hunted OPC guys and never needed to. I think the only mining I ever did with the Botany Bay was when the inline missions made you do those. Because I believe it was the inline missions that made you engage with that content in the beginning. But I basically saw that whole concept was stupid, and from early on I just went in there, and when we used to have the old Apex events, I would go in there and clean out on data, and there was like one event I actually got like 10 million in data from OPC hunting during that event. And I used it to tear up my Katie, the little grabs that you get, like I was showing you I did yesterday. Okay, we're done. And let's see, and I could probably hit a few more if I needed this loot, which I don't anymore because it's just going to stack up because I have no way to spend it. So I'm not going to go ahead and hit like 3 more and completely finish that, which I probably would. Okay, we're gonna go back. I'm gonna change ships, and we are going to. Okay, let's find us a good. Okay, that's a decent one. Let's find us a good. That was low. Okay, there. Nah, I don't want to take a full node because I'm not gonna stay up here all night. I just want to have one where I don't have to. Yeah, we'll take this one. Okay. Let's go up here and see what we got. This is something that I'm gonna I was hoping I was gonna hit yesterday. Was these choice tokens. Because I'm gonna do something different than I normally do with these tokens, and I'll show you why. Okay. This weekend I need basically 2,300, a little bit less than 2,300 of the rare gas. So I'm going to go up here and use this token because the shipyard's going to use crystal. Already, that's the way it's always been, so I don't see it changing now because that one always used gas. And it's using gas now. Let's look for the big one. Okay, so each pull, I'm going to get 100. So I don't know if I'm going to quite get it all still. But it's going to get me close. It changed on me. Where did it go? There it goes. I was hoping I could only have to use a couple of these on the gas and then go back to use it. Unless I'm in a situation like I am now where I show you where I'm of need of one of the mats. I use all of it on this. Because this is the hard, to me, my ships take so much of this, so this is the most important. Now if I would have been able to get all the gas I needed in a couple of, yeah, still I'm going to be quite still, what, 1,700 short. So I've got to do whatever I can to get. Okay, I can pull this up, but I'm not going to. I'll focus once I get to 70 and get to my shipyard. Then I'll come back and I'm gonna take this because I think I could probably take this up 2 levels maybe. Yeah, see how much of the stuff I got. I could probably tear that out. Take this up at least 2. Oh, okay. I gotta pull in the Nova. Cool. This is still using the normal resources, so I don't really care about any normal speed ups. I'm going to get that done. And that's going to give me a bunch of that stuff. I'm going to go in the Nova building. And I got my choice of what I want to do with it. I think I'm going to use it to help my burning. I think I'll be able to do 2 of these. Okay. Should have went ahead and did that one instead, but I've noticed that these buildings are been pretty easy to, you earn enough through the gameplay to not go crazy on buying it. I think I bought the day 1 pack. I use that. That's my MO. If I see value in something, like one of these buildings, I'll unlock it and then I'll buy the day 1 pack or whatever. Usually it's all together on the buildings. The day 1 pack will give you enough to tear it up so much, and that's where I take it. Like I said, I spent $100 on that building, $100 on that building, $100 on that building. I don't see the value of. I see some guys go and tear these up as high as they can. Really, the only one that I ever spent any money is this bad boy here, because I wanted the extra, whatever it was. We had to take it up to get the extra slot in the beginning. That's what I did, and the rest of it I just earned through progression. And it took me a long time to get this sucker to 60 right here. A long time. I was tempted a few times just to tear it up because I'll tell you what, I think all of you noticed that it is really hard to earn the stuff for these guys. And I've got all, you can see I've got all 6 of them completely tiered out on their levels. Now I'm just sitting here going there and cherry picking the stuff in here that's important to me. Like right now, these two right here are the ones I'm working on Lorca. I'm trying to get the hull all the way tiered out, and then I'll come back and do the shield one next. There are a lot of few good ones that I'd like to finish, like that one's good. That one I definitely probably should have done more with that one so far, but some of these that, you know, I don't see the value over what Lorca can do for my ships. Now, some you can see that I went ahead and maxed out, like increases all the base. That was the earliest one that I maxed out, of course, was the fist. And then I worked my way up. Okay, what else is important? Now this one's a good one here. Gives you isolytic damage. That one will be a priority. But these two are the first. These are the 2 top priorities in here. And then I'll just go through here. Like there's some of these I don't care if I ever do anything with. Let's go to, this is the one that I'm working on right now. Let's see where, no. This is the next one here, is another hull. To me, hull is important. If you got a way to tear that thing up, you need to. So I'm a little bit away, and I think there's one over in Kirk too. But see, the one thing that the slow drip that you get from that everybody's talking about how great that is. From the Vindicator, it gives you everything except for the loot that you need to upgrade your commanders. It gives you all these other stuff, and it also gives you Lorca and the other ones. I want Lorca and Sloan. You get Lorca and Sloan ones, but it's a real slow drip. It'll probably take you a week's worth of pulls just to get something, to upgrade something. So it's not great. But it's better than nothing. I'm looking through here to see if there's any of these I want. Let's see how many of these. Let's see how many of these it starts out with. Okay, this is a decent one. Especially when I put some officers in there. Let's go officers with traits. Put her in there. Let's find another one. I don't want to use Charvenet because I like to use her below. You can use Mitchell though. Let's see if there's another guy that has multiples. Okay, no, we'll use Mara here instead. Take him out. Use Mara instead. Let's see, which one are we missing? We're missing the lower bottom. Trying to find somebody where I could get all 4 covered. And I don't. I saw one earlier, one of them. Okay, I can use Data. I don't ever use him for anything. Okay, that gives me 75%, and that's boosted that up to 4,500 faction credits. Okay, that's worth doing. Let's go ahead and see if there's any more of these credits that are worth. Yeah, that one's not worth doing. Let's see if I can just put some bullcrap officers in here. And 7 McCoy. Well, let's use the other McCoy because I don't want to use this one for much of anything. I could need, I don't know, I could need, I'm not going to use Pick Picard. Yeah, see, that doesn't really do a lot. Okay, let's do this. Let's take this guy out, put him there, and put... No, that actually made it worse. Let's go back and find him. What was the one I just put in here? Oh, it's 7. Why is it? I had it up to 70%. Huh. Let's reset this. Thought I used him to begin with. But how long is this? A day? Let's do double McCoy and see what it does. Double McCoy, and we'll look for somebody on the other side. Yeah, we can get rid of Pick. That's worse. Okay, let's take him out, put him there. We'll put Bashir in there. It's 51%. Oh hell, what? I wish I could push his back. See, Adam, I thought it said 70% on there. Okay. Well, anyway, what was it go? We'll do the Robin. Let's see this one. No, that one's low too. Okay, we're good. All right, so now the Gorn. Now let me show you the one that I used for most of the time. I had to recently change because when I went up to 69, I had to put. I'll show you. I had to put. Whoops. I had to put this slip drive on there to boost my warp range so I could go and hit 70s and on up there with the cube. Now I could use one of the other ships to do that, but again, for me, it's all when you're grinding hostiles, either for rep or events, it's always efficiency. It does me no good to clear an event or win an event if I clean out one of the hardest resources to get in the game is this titanium. And my ships use a lot. Let me show you. Like if I wanted to upgrade, you see I can upgrade that. I would clean out myself. I would clean out my reserve right there on one ship. It'd get me down to like 0.8 million. So I can't even do 2. Or maybe you could do one of these lower ones. Yeah, I could do that. And maybe, no, I wouldn't be able to even do that one with it probably. But, and I don't even have an, well, I'm cartel by gas on that one, but you can see these are 1.3, 1.1, they're astronomical in what they're asking for. You say, well, when you're a G3 player or G4 or 5, you say $1 million's not that much. It is in Sigma. Sigma's a whole new economy, and a million of Sigma is like probably 100 trillion in regular resources, or more, maybe even more than that. But I'm just throwing it out there for you can see. You say, well, that doesn't sound a lot. You know, I'd have to spend $1 million on my. No, it's a whole new ball game. I wish that one of these days that the refinery will be to the point where I can pull some of these online, so you can see how much raw material that you have to use to get of just dependence of this of your 6-star stuff, especially here in your. Well, hey, you know what? I'll just show you right here. So I get a chance for 938, 1876, 9380, which it's rare that you ever get that one. I don't know if there's odds on here, but you can see it takes $500,000 to get a chance for one of these, for one draw. Like 369,000 raw. As you can see, I only have that much raw material. And what it would take you to actually mine that, to get 639,000 raw would take you about 4 to 5 hours to mine. And then you get this little pittance of what, the other ones are worse. This one's worse, and so is this one. So you pull the same amount, but you only get 100, 200, or 1,000 for every one you mine. Like I said, it's hardly worth mining. You get way more. You get way more resources from other things. Like, watch this. By just making this pull from the Monavine and the Talios. Look, I got 13. That's better than anything I could ever pull in that refinery. Plus, I get all the other goodies in here. See, I'm really close to tearing her out. This right here, going to Talios, and if for her alone, it was worth me spending whatever it took for me to get this. This was the first one I did, and then I did the Monavine. But you can see I almost got Voyager, but then I thought about it, and I said, well, you know what? Except for these, a chance at one of these, all these are patterns, or that secondary loot. And I absolutely don't need any of this stuff. So, yeah, there should be a thing where this doesn't really make any sense, because to master this, you've got to have your Voyager tiered out. You got to take it to tier 12 and your archives to 35 to be able to tier it out. So if you're doing this and you're pulling these parts in the research material every day, this is crap you don't need. So they should have, once you've got to this point, they should have eliminated. I guess you could still use these warp cells to go mine. I don't know why you would need them, but you definitely don't need these parts. All it's doing is storing up loot you can't spend in the game. And it's the same with all of them. It's not just that one. Like, it's not, okay, it's going to show me. Okay. Don't need these Monavine parts because again, you got to have your Monavine tiered out to master it. So it makes no sense that there's parts are in here. Yeah, this would be a dead mechanic for you. You don't need those. See, now I wish they had 6-star stuff in here as far as the materials. And luckily they do give us the Sigma. That's the only reason to do it. And before I did the mastery thing, I was making pulls in one of these every day because just for that. But they don't think things out on this stuff. Like I said, the people who design this stuff don't play the game. So once you got the master on it, you got your thing tiered out, why do you need these parts? You don't. Same thing with this one, the Vidar. You get these nano probes, which you still need for tearing up your officers, so that makes sense. You don't need this anymore. You know what I'm saying? You don't really. Because you still got your part of your, unless you did them both, then I could see maybe. But I really don't see any reason to do the Vidar. We'll look at what you win if you master that. So you get some decent amount of rep. But they're not game changers. Not like this new thing where you can get 2.5 billion from a pull. It's just a spit in the bucket. This is basically the only thing that really in this loop right now. Now, yeah, these directives might be okay, but that's if I wanted to engage with the Borg. Last 2 times I didn't, because the only one that I can tear up is the Queen and Hugh. The rest of my stuff are all done, and then I would just do the stuff that would get me the loot for that helped me get shards for that, and that's all I would do. You know, that would be all that I would do right there. But so now it's to the point where in the game I have to look at things and see what helps me. But let's get back to the Gorn thing. I got kind of on a rabbit trail there. Okay, before that I had to slip on my Rotaran. Let's go into that system here. So your system is, here we go. That's where I'd have to take my eviscerator. See, before I could take my I think it was this one, this system here. I could take my Rotaran in this system here, and yeah, it was this system. I would take it into the 66 system and pound them until I had a full cargo hull. But with the Gorn, you have to look at the loot that you actually need. So let's go to the Gorn loot. The isomizer. This is kind of a rare. Usually I run out of this stuff that you have to use the eviscerator to get before I do this one. This is the one where I'm low on. So this is good. So I can go into the 70 system and pound it with my cube. The problem is my cube does not have as big of a cargo hull as my Rotaran does. So I don't get as much. The runs are, but it's a pretty good run. I can get 1.6 instead of 2.6. So I'm getting $1 million less. But like I said, I had to go do that. I didn't really want to, but I had to because I didn't want to take my cause or my Romulan ship up into the 70 system and just eat up this. This costs when my cube dies, it costs me like 3,000. This one's a lot. These are a lot more. So right now I got the slip on my biggest cube because I hadn't teared this one up yet when I did that, when I made the switch. But I put the one on my smaller cube. When I say smaller, I'm a few upgrades from tearing this up as many tiers. I can't do this one until I go up to 70. But I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 upgrades left on this one, and then it will be, for some reason, which is weird, as I'm tearing it up, it's catching this one a lot faster. See, look at that. There's not that much difference in the two. Now, this one here, I don't have any upgrades until I get to 70 on that one. Let's go ahead and clear out these chests. See, the only bad thing about using a cube in which the beam doesn't work on this, which I don't know why they did that. It's kind of stupid. But the beam does not work on these Gorn hostiles. So that was why I was kind of reluctant to use the cube, because even when I'm doing the higher ones, I might take me 2 blasts to kill them, but I still can kill a couple of them using the beam. So I never really understood why they took the beam out of this equation. Because it would be a good source for you to do what I'm doing right now, is build up because there's like a cube event going right now that I could sit there and use it to benefit me, but now I can't use it. Let's see. Let's look at, I forgot to look to see. I think I saw some of those loot for the officers, which is what I want to do that for. Let's go to the Sutter event. Yeah, I'm pretty close. I'm pretty close to tearing that out without even messing with, just doing the other stuff. And that's the thing about it, is be efficient with your, look at all the events and try to come up with, oh man, it's stuck. Well, there it goes. I mean, I've been having some weird freeze-ups in this game here lately. I'm almost to the point where I'm thinking about uninstalling the game and re-downloading it. I've had a few people tell me that's helped out tremendously. I'm getting to that point, but the thing is, trying to get it back to your account afterwards is such a pain in the butt, because you got to sit there and engage with the opening part of the you know what, I don't think the doctor made it into the, yeah, because he's got one less seat. Crap, I'm going to just go back and switch this, because I don't want to make 2 runs. Hold on, I'm going to recall it, make sure the doctor's in the right seat. I might put, see, that scored big, man. That scored really big. But I do need to make a run in mirror space tonight to start earning speed ups for this weekend. Let's look at the other events in here. After I finish the Gorn, that'll probably put that one out. What is this thing? Oh, just more hostiles. Heck yeah. That'll help me score in this one too. Let's go back to the... made one too many clicks. Like I said, the Parabellum I won't do. And I believe this is the Armadas. I'll do a few of these tonight. This is the one that I'm the most excited to see. Is you getting DeMarco shards. We've got another day. I'm gonna look and see how close I get by just gameplay. See if I can. I'll only buy if I think I got a shot to get these 30. And it gives you a bunch. I don't value the Sigma. I'm not the Sigma, but I don't value this Syndicate's crap like a lot of people do. I mean, there's some good stuff in it, but how much? Well, it says if we got 300% on officer attack when you get to 50 and all this stuff, how much is this real in Scopely math? Because I can tell you guys, for one thing, is... Go ahead and claim that. I think I can get into artifacts here. Let me find that bad boy. What was it? I'm trying to find it. Is it this one? Let's see. That's not gonna let me. Let's go into the. I gotta go into the artifact thing. Well, this thing. Oh, it's back. I'll go ahead and repair it real quick. Make that change where I get the dock. Cause I want loot. That's what I want. I'll sacrifice a little bit of the whole. Oh hell! I didn't change it to. See, that one did pretty good with it, man. You can see, that's a crew that I wouldn't have used normally for that. Okay, let's... Gosh, man, I can't believe I did that. Okay, I need to go in here and clear this out, number one. I got too busy trying to talk on here and didn't pay attention to what I was doing. Okay. This is the crew that I use on here most of the time. This is my best PvE crew. Now there are some gimmick crews you can use. There's one with them using let's go. Well, I can use the restraint because they'll pop up. You can go over here and use. I think it's him. It's one of the mud. I think it's that one. Let's go group. Go to row. Put row right there. And bye bye Paris. Put the doctor right there. Okay. So. This crew right here, when I guess when I was using my Rotaran, first doing it, you can see a video that I did that shows you how good this crew is. This is a really good crew. It's an all-power crew. You don't get any extra loot. Now the one that I think I'm going to use instead of using my regular one, because I can get the loot bonus from E Picard. So I'm going to go E Picard, E Data, and Janeway. Yeah, I'm really hoping soon I get this Janeway tiered out because I'm really close. Or close, you know, enough to where I'm seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. When I get her all the way tiered out, I'm wondering how good she's going to be. Enough that I'm going to have to do a whole reset on my PvE crews and see how much. And I'm also really close to... Let's find him. Here they are. My James Kirk's not too far away either from going to tier 4. Well, I guess it was more than I thought. You can see I'm about more than 2/3, maybe about 2/3 there. Once he gets to tier 4 and increases his deal for hostiles, that's going to be even a bigger player. So basically what I'm telling you guys is when you tier some of these really good officers, like I would put E Picard in that factor too. Once I get him up to, whoops, dang it, I didn't mean to do that. Put E Picard back where he belongs. I want loot. I want his loot bonus here, and I got the one for the doctor down there. You can see it weakened it a little bit. It's minus 0.6%, but this is a pretty good crew. I would actually say that I don't know if the Janeway crew is better than that. For me at least, it's pretty much on the same par level. If I was going to use one, like if I was going to use a second ship, and it means I would also have to split up some of my officers below deck because it matters. It really does. Okay, let's find that. Okay, let's go back to the 70 system. How much jump do I have? Oh, I got a full. Let's go ahead and do that. But those are some crews that you can try. You can try the Mud crew. You can try the Kirk Brothers crew. You can try this E Picard crew that I'm using. You also could probably use the Janeway crew in here. But I'm looking for max. I want loot. And I'm going to score big in all the events, as you saw, too. I'm going to finish some events by just doing this grind that I need to do. And that's the key thing, is try to find a way that benefits you the most in this game. You know, like me going in and hitting those Doomsday Worms, which has no purpose other than to finish the event. Will it be a total waste of time and effort when I can go in and grind something I need to grind. I needed to grind those Borg probes for my battle pass, and now I'm doing this Gorn ones just because I need them for my refinery. And like I said, this is really the first time ever. You can see I'm not taking hardly any damage off of these. And I'm getting my loot bonus from Picard. See, I already got more loot now than I had before. By just making those two little minor changes. Okay, I'm still scoring the Twisted event. And I don't think it really matters at this point. Now, if you're having problems doing that, don't do what I just did and go against the triangle. Try to hit, like if I was going to do this and I was barely getting by in this system, then what I would do is I'd only hit these explorers. And then occasionally I would hit the battleships because they're neutral. But hitting these ones that I'm going against the battle triangle is going to give me more hull damage. But what you're seeing right now is you're seeing the combination of the three. You're seeing, four. Seeing my research, definitely. The cube, definitely. And because my cube is higher. These are 5 billion and my cube is 13. So you can see what it says on there, very easy. But even somehow if I could have put my Rotarian in here, I think I could have maybe even used my Rotarian to pop a bunch of these if I stayed with the battle triangle. But you say, well, why didn't you use any of your bigger ships? Well, I could, but look how crappy the cargo bays are on these. Yeah, see, that'd be stupid to waste the try on that on hull damage. I don't know if it would give me a bunch because those are even my Titan's higher than those guys, but it would definitely take it though. Even though you're not seeing any hull damage on my ship, I bet you when I come back I gotta pay a little bit. And that's the thing. I'm doing this with minimum repair costs for myself. And like I said, I've seen some guys with some jacked up crews using their best G6 ship, grinding hostile, taking a buttload of damage. Most of the time I just sit back and laugh at them. Sometimes I'll feel bad and I'll say, hey man, scan my damn ship. Go back and put these officers in there and you're gonna see you're gonna get a lot less hull damage, dude. There was a guy that no longer plays that used to be in one of our rival alliances, and he was one of those dudes that definitely completely spent from where he was at. His op level was way lopsided to where his actual gameplay was. And I'm seeing him using a PvP cruise. He goes up there with, trying to think what ship he had. He had like one of the strike teams going to, and he was hitting like 15 hostiles and blowing up, you know. And after like the fourth run, I'm like, hey, dude, man, your crewing sucks, man. That's why you're dying so easy. You see, all the times that you've made all these trips you made, I've been up here with one ship, a lot lower ship than what you're using. And I'm still got over 3/4 of my hull. You can't use a PvP crew to do grinding. Now, given if you can go like, if I take my cause into freebooter space and hit those 60s with this crew on it, you see I've got the Waoon or the Explorer strike team on it. Oh, it's not going to do very much damage at all, but like I said, that's like taking a flamethrower to a knife fight. Now, there are times where in the freebooter space I'll take my cube. That's just because it has the jump feature and I can go and get it done with. Most of the time, when I do that, I'll be in 6-star space station. So, yeah, I want to hurry up and get these events done with so I can start getting some of these armadas. So this is, I've been in the new alliance for maybe like maybe 30 minutes before I started the stream. I'm gonna see how it goes. These guys were like, in one of the alliances I was in, they were their enemies. So those guys are not gonna like that I jumped over here, I can tell you that. But I have one and only reason to be here is for the arenas. Because these guys are really active and it looks like they're pretty good from their ranking at it. And for the guys from the other alliance that don't like that I came here, guys, you should have done the damn the arenas when I was there the first time, and I'd still be there probably. Even though I was getting fed up with some of the alliance bull crap you gotta pull up, deal with. I would have stayed there just for that. Okay, looks like I finished that event. Let's go back and look. And yeah, I did. That's why I got the. I'm also getting some from the queue. Let's look and see where I am at that for that one. See, I think I'm gonna wait. See, look how easy I'm scoring in all these events by just doing something I needed to do anyway. Okay, let's find this. Where's this queue event? Oh, I almost got that tiered out without ever running one of these queue trials. Wow. Okay. So that means I could go, let's see. I think I probably need to wait till after 10 o'clock because I don't want, I'm low on bells. Let's see how many bells I got. Yeah, I'm low on bells, and I think I've already gotten the first milestone. Yeah. Well, I could do 2 and finish that and hope that I'd pull some. Let's try that. I can use any of my ships I got here. And the key thing, guys, once you finish it, is just go to one of the easier ones. So I'm gonna go to Explorer because they all pretty much pay the same. I think I'm at. Okay, we're gonna use this one. And this is usually I wouldn't use a PvP crew, but this. You know what? I'm gonna let's call that back. I don't want to waste even any on that. Let's put my Enterprise D on here, or my Reteran. Okay, let's change. Yeah, almost. Now I'm going Explorer against Explorer. In the next iteration, I'll switch it to, or the next one I hit, because I'm not going to hit more than 2, because it would mess me up for tonight when I need to get the loot. Okay, that finished the Q trial ones for me, I think. Yeah, all milestones completed. But I'm going to go ahead and get one more so I can get that next milestone in the dailies. I wasn't going to do that today because I was low on bells. I think I might get a draw. Let's see. My buildings may get some. Yeah. Here we go. It actually puts me in a better spot. done with that. Now I'm going to use this. I think I need to go, when I come back, I need to pull my Titan and see if I got enough for full fortification. If I am, I'm going to go up there and do some of the stuff from the new arc, or last two arcs at least. But I need fortification for that to be on the safe side. Okay, let's manage, swap ships. Let's go to the Titan and see how much of the loot, because I used it the other night. I don't know if I earned enough to do a max. Let's check, and I'm almost done with tearing that bad boy out. You said, why shouldn't you already done it? I didn't mess with this for a long time. I didn't need this at all. It does help now when I'm doing like these big time armadas. I was using it to fortify my cube early on when I was doing like those solo G6 armadas. Or not solo. Yeah, solo. But let's see, I gotta pull it out. Locate. It's stupid that it won't let you see unless you've got the dang thing pulled out of it. Do I got enough? Yeah, barely. So, that's good. I got a little bit of dilemma here. I need to go into the ISO because I need to clear out some of this stuff. But I need to find out which one. One of them I'm real heavy on. Okay, I've got 9 of the static and only 6 of the charged. Let's go into that faction. And I think I got 3, so I maybe can even it up. Let's see, I got 4 actually. Oh crap, I done forgot which one it was. Let's go back. I'm sure it was I don't want to make a mistake. Go into combat, go all the way to the bottom. Okay, I need the charged. And I'll show you a little trick that I'd use when I do these. I'm gonna do it. I'll do it after I get done with the Gorn. How close am I getting? I'm pretty close to getting a full hold. After I get the full hold, then we'll do this. But I wanted to go in here before I forget. The key thing is you want to keep, they'll store inside your exocom building there, so you don't want to have 7 here because I think it stops giving it to you if you have 7. Yeah, right here, see right here, 7 the max. So you want to keep this kind of, go ahead and pull them and just kind of regulate them like you just saw me do. So right now I need, for this credits, I need from the armadas, I need this. But actually, as far as the real credits go, the static ones are the ones I need the most. But you can see I've already made that pull. I'll be glad when I get up to the unknown relativity or whatever the deal is for this, so I can make a second pull on these credits here. And I think there's another one down here even. Yeah, there's one here at Chief Detective. Okay, well that's my next one. So I'll be able to pull here. And looks like I'll be able to get some static. Ooh. Man, I can't wait till I get this Chief Detective here. And this will make this a little bit more relevant for me once I get up to here. But I do want to be able to pulls the Saska one. I don't know how the sourcing is going to be on her. So far, I've only seen that one event. My fear is that they're going to use her like they did Dukat and Waun, where you're going to have to buy those ones where you get 20 shards and a chance for the rest for $100. To me, that's when they've done that, when they put two epics in the same month, that's usually the way they rock. And I'm not going to pay to buy her. I don't think she's got some decent abilities, but I don't think she beats anybody I have right now. I would like to unlock her and kind of just progressively pull shards for her and see how good she is, because I doubt tier 1 she's going to be very good out of the box. But restores shield health for your ship every round for 12. That's not bad there, actually. Increases your critical damage by 12%. Those are pretty nice little bumps. She might be good at tier 1, but is she better than the guys you see me using right now? I don't know. I would like to get her up higher. Once I get to the Temporal Investigator, I would definitely start pulling shards for her. Out of these three, out of these four that came out of that arc, she is the most valuable to me. She's pretty decent, I won't lie, but I'll really only use her for limited stuff. But I use her every day. She is one of the better PvE lower deck officers in the game. I'd put her, Chapel, Hugh, and BT. Those are, if you put them on your ship, you're gonna kick some ass in the game right now. She basically the only good thing she's got going here is that she's got this boost for that, and then she does have the ones where it increases your weapon shot if she procs. Because you got a 55 chance she does or doesn't. I know I've learned from when I was back when I'm gonna group them up, make it even easier to find. Here's the Borg. Oh, he dies it here. Oh, this is. Okay, so I've got him tiered out. He's at 70%. But see this. So pretty much round number 1, he doesn't do it. That's why you need to pair him with the mirror data on the bridge. These guys both proc on you, man. That's some devastation. But when he was lower tiered, he was below 50%. And you'd go in there, and when he didn't proc, it didn't proc the... where's she at? It didn't proc the queen, so you didn't get her thing, and it also didn't proc his buddy here. So you didn't get this, you know what I'm saying? So, and I do think, to be honest with you, that the mirror crew and this lower crew, just because of what you saw with his deal. Let's see, what's hers again? Let's go back. I think the mirror crew works better on an interceptor than it does the other two. That's just my personal experience with running the mirror crew and running these Borg lower decks PvP officers. So just put that in your arsenal right there. I think they work in all of them? Yes. I'm just saying in my opinion, they work better. I got that on that first run, but I can't do the other two. So I'll get back. Okay, let's finish this out, and we'll load up and go up and call that back in case somebody comes over here and sees it. Okay. All right, let's finish this up. Won't take very long now. Let's see if there's anything left to score on except for that. I think I'll probably score it. Let's see. No, I already completed everything I can complete with that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Now, if I'm gonna use my, only got one max fortification. I'm gonna have to shoot a little bit lower on that new formation I'm gonna do tonight. Because I'm not gonna be able to solo that. I don't think I'm gonna be able to solo that 63 without max fortification. Can do. I think I'm pretty sure I could do the 60. And I think I only got one set of directives, so I'm not going to try, even though I only had like a small amount of hull damage off the 63. I'm not going to chance it because I want that, because we've got a couple of artifact events going, one in the dailies and one in just the regular one that we have. And I definitely want to be able to pull as many of those premium things that it pays out. Now, to me, if it wasn't tied to that stupid ship, this might not be too bad of an arc. But the fact that if you try to take one of those other ships out without having one of those remnants or whatever it's called in it, I think you die. That's what I've heard. It's sort of like what they did with that last arc with the other ship in that zigzag system or whatever. I mean, I've tried it. I can't even kill the lowest ones with this Borg cube. So you have to have that ship in there. So basically, that first arc, that last arc, you had to buy the ship to be able to compete in the main events in the arc. To me, those two, both this new ship and the one with the last arc, I don't see a really big need for them, because from what I've seen of I'll show you. This one, yeah. Okay, I have access without even buying the ship. I have access to these four, and it looks like I would have to tier this ship up quite a bit. 4-star. Regular resources. Four-star resources. See, I would have to tier up this remnant quite a bit before it would do anything for me as a player. Go in here. I need to see what the... I don't know if you the Relativity, that's the new ship. The Revenant was the other one. I mean, some of y'all are in the chat or watching the stream right now. You know how high this thing tears you up once you get to here. I guess these are the ones at 1,000. It doesn't seem like it's going to tear you up very high at all. So let me know if you've unlocked, if you pull this pack, what level did it take this ship up to? But that's for the one for this arc, and let's see what would. I don't know that it actually would help me that much. Now it would help me to do lower armadas using that ship. But I don't think any of the faction is locked out from not having a ship. Yeah, I don't see that. I don't see that they didn't lock you out of anything really. Now I wonder if it had some reputation in there. I didn't look. Static credits. I think that use that to. I think you use these to for the ship to choose which one when you do the armadas. But man, I wish it had rep in it. If it had rep in it, I might be tempted to go ahead and buy it. Because the rest of this stuff, like the Sigma stuff's in here, joke. I mean, for G5 or G4 player, this titanium, I don't know if on your level it gives you the same crap that I'm getting, but if you do, then good for you. Now, if you got that kind of resources for, if you weren't a G6 player, if you're a G5 or G4, you got that kind of trillions of the stuff you need, that it'd be worth it, not even for the stupid shit, probably. Because I don't remember packs when I was at G5 and G4 that I ever gave me that much. I'm thinking it's probably because I'm at Op 69 that it gives me useless, real high useless material. Okay, I'm done. I've got it. You can see I had minimum damage. I went ahead and filled my cargo hull, and let's take it back. And now I'm going to do a crew change, and I'm also going to get my Sorrentos out. What the heck? I gotta see how many of those I got too. See, I could take my Sorrentos in my Titan up to the 66 system. I don't think I can take it to the 68. There's my Titan, my Sorrentos. I don't think I can, but I'm going to see if I can. I got to see how many of those tokens I've got too. That's going to factor in how many, which level, which one I'm going to as well. Okay, here we go. No, that's not it. It's in one of these. Here it is. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and take those. So what I'll do is I'll send my cubes. Whoops, whoops. Forgot. Back. Stop. I don't want you to go there. Gotta recall. Okay, I set my crews for this because they don't use your standard Armada crews. And I've played around. These are the best. And I've seen some other people do this too. Got some ideas from what they did. Kind of put my own twist on some of these. Okay, that's not recall. I guess it never got all the way back to the. It's still full of loot. Oh, it must be on its way back. That was the problem. Never mind. Let's see. Should be getting close to see how many of these I've got. Man, I appreciate all the comments and stuff in here on Twitch last night. Thank you guys for doing. I didn't notice it, but y'all commented on there. To be honest with you, because I've got it on a different computer. Okay, let's see how many I got. I got 5. Dang, that puts me right in the middle. I know I can hit 5 of these very easily. The 68 ones are a little bit tougher. But what I can do, see, I can't take my Sorrentos into there. And I don't even think at my, oh, let's look and see. I don't think it will work. But it's not worth it. It's worth a try to see. Let's get my Discovery. I bought the first one, the G6 upgrade. I didn't buy the second one when it went up because I rarely use this for this anymore. I use it to pull me back when somebody sting me, pretty much on PvP, but yeah, I'm out of range. Figured. Had to look. Okay, so all I'm going to have to do is now change my crews. I bookmarked these because it was so hard to remember these every time. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to change my officers. And before you can see, and that's the way I got it marked, I got my, I got entities. I put E, I should probably change that, but I got one for my cube. I'm gonna put it in my big cube. So I've got Neelix in here, and I've got Dazik because of what he can dissimulate. I don't get why that matters in these stupid armadas because I don't have any burning officers that work off the burning, but it does make a difference. I've seen it. Same thing with the simulation. I don't have any PvE simulation officers at all. So what I've got is I've got Vial, I've got Neelix, Chapel, because if this was like a standard armada, I would not have Chapel in here or Hugh, because they don't work on armadas. But again, they don't work on these are not standard armadas. Then on this cube, I'm going to put, oops. Oh, I don't need that. We got the setup here. So I was using my CODs before I got that cube. And this is what one of the few instances I use of her. So I've got my anti-invading entity crew up top, which is Naismith. We got Gwen DeMarco and Daz. Below deck, I got Paris. Got Kim for the morale. I got E. Troy. I've got BT. I've got Pella. And then I've also got the Doctor. You know what? I don't need the Doctor down here. Why did I put the Doctor up here? I could go points and put Grush right there. For Tindy. Yeah, let's go with Tindy. I don't know why I put the freaking... Maybe one of the other players I watched do this before I put this. It's something I didn't change. I probably didn't think about it. But I am going to go in there right now. In my little thing and change this because if I don't, I'll forget. Let's push save. Okay. Yeah, I'm wondering if I should put... trying to think of one of these officers I could take and put... Let's look on the other ship. So I'm wondering if I should put Mariner there. Nah, let's go ahead and just leave you there. That one I know works. Alright, so the dilemma here is what I think I'm going to go ahead and do. I'm going to put them there. Let them get boosted. Then go into the other one, and then I'll hit at least one of... Oh, crap. Crap, I got to stop. I didn't do the magic. I got to bring it back. I almost screwed up there. I got to go in here and use the EXO. You know what I could do? Now I'm thinking, come on, man. Now it's already hung up now. Been doing that too, where it gets right there and shows you the 0, 0. Now I've got to clear the localization on this stupid thing. Another bug. That happens too. That's what you need to do. You need to, if you're on like your iPad or iPhone, go ahead and just close the app by swiping it up and then restart your app. You see it's back in the station now. Okay, we gotta go to the combat one. See, the dilemma is I've got one of these left. Do I pop that? Save my max fortification for that new formations that are in there, or I just do the formations where these guys, their armadas, can do it with these new ships. Like I said, I can go, if I max fortify, I can go in the 63 system and solo the negative leg. I know that already. I don't think I'm not. Okay, I need to do one of each. See, I hate when it does that crap right there. I gotta go all the way down the bottom on this other one. Come on. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Okay. Locate. Go. I'm gonna jump. I hate wasting that jump. Wait till the other one gets there. Okay, now let's. Oops, I pulled the wrong one. Max fortify. Okay, let's do the smaller cube with the Sorrento's boost. Now I'm going to do at least 2 of these. One of each. And I'll see where I am damage-wise, if I think I can do a second of each. If I can't, then I'll pop down and go to 66 and finish it out. And I'll get a chance to use my Sorrento's boost as well. Gosh, man, this thing takes forever. This one's a little closer. To save time, I'm going to go ahead and tell it to do its thing. Okay. Charge, where's the static one at? Charge, static. Okay, I'll do both of those. Okay. Now D. These have been kind of cold-blooded on me. Like they'll, you know, I've got it set up. I'm gonna do 2 of these and then go back and do the last one. Just last 3. Let's see how much damage we got. Okay, that's borderline. I don't want to take a chance of dying. Let's go back to the 66 system. If I have it. So I need... I'm going to go ahead and pull one of these. Okay, let's go here. Alright, let's go there. There's a charge right next to it. Oh, they're coming in from the bottom. Let's get it right there then. That's a charge with a static. There's no statics down there. Come on, man. Get in there. Yeah, I don't want to take a chance. I could probably hit the timer and get it to go now, but I don't want to take a chance of it not being in there. Stop. Then we'll go do this one next. And I need to go into the thing and see which one I need the most loot on. Let's go into the faction store. All the way down here. Okay, I need more charged. So I'll go ahead and hit this one next. That'll do all I have. We can send these guys home. Oh, you know what? I can use my Sorrento's boost to boost number 1. I want to join. I want to do that. Okay, let's go ahead and send it home. Alright, see, I had got more damage on this one. This because it is a little bit weaker cube, because I don't have, this one's got all the upgrades at 15, and this one has, I think, 2. And I also have, I think I have a couple stronger lower deck officers than that one. That's nice. That's nice too. Let's go ahead and look at the events. Done with that. Done with that. I won't engage with this until Saturday. I think we know for sure we're done with this thing. This right here, I have to buy shards to unlock him, and I'm not. I don't think he's a one I'm going to spend money on. Okay. I got a few more days to do this, so I'll probably try to engage it in the last day to give me a few more of the directives stored up. So that put me in 4th place. Still got another day or two of this, so maybe I can get another directive and go in there and pop one of those. So I've finished the milestone event, which gave me a pretty decent amount of rods here. Alright, we're done with that one. Twisted Nature one we're done with. And I'm so close to getting that first DeMarco. Man, I really don't want to spend any money, but I want those DeMarco shards. I don't ever mess with it. I haven't ever messed with this Apex ever since this new Apex coming there. This is garbage. It cracks me up. It cracks me up to see these guys battle for this garbage. Even number 1. If this was 3,000 was number 50, you got that would be good. You should have 50,000 of this shit to equal the kind of work you would have to do to win it, especially on this server. Yeah, see, there's a guy that doesn't even be doing this. It's all the way up here. Look at that crap. And even on these, you get reputation and some of these stuff. But when you get into this thing, and we'll go to it. We'll go into the store. I'm going to the store anyway. We'll look at it here. And I'm going in here to get my 7. So I've got enough to get 3. Just slowly making my way up there to get her. I mean, even if the only thing I do is get hurt and don't get to work on Rami or one of these other ones, I had a good store because I don't think I didn't mess with a Mariachi Q. I did the French Marshal Q. Was able to take him up to tier 3. I was able to. Where's Rami? I didn't mess with her on this one. I was able to get Tuvok to, so I just catch myself. I cracked myself up the other night because I kept calling Tupac, like Tupac Shakur. And I was able to unlock him. Now, if I think I got a chance, maybe instead of working on Rami, I might come in here and see if I can get him to tier 2. But I've got him to tier 3. Field Marshal Q to tier 3, and I unlocked him. I went for him during the arc that introduced these two cats here, and I thought for my PvP he was more valuable than the other guy because I use him on my interceptor. I think it really wouldn't matter. I mean, if you're going to use the second, you're going to use him as an officer ability, I would definitely put him on an interceptor with this, because it would work with the other guys on that crew, on that strike team crew. But this Apex barrier I'll take that back. He worked good on all three. I was thinking his officer ability. To me, he was the better officer of the two. This one's not bad. I just was low in cash, and there was no way I could spend on both. And I picked to unlock him with the event where you can unlock one of them, and then I spent one pack to get him to tier 2, and I had some left over, and I used the first part of this arc to finish taking him to tier 3. Now I would like to go back and do something with her, but we're getting to the part where they're being a little more stingy with this loot, so I don't expect that we will see much more than what we've got. I'll be lucky to get 7 finished out. If I don't, then I'll have to think about it, what to do next with it. What I may do is, like a lot of people do, wait to the very end to do it after that and see how many of those things I got and how much it can help one of those the most. See, this is good because you can see I was working on my hold. Now I can go in here. Well, I think I still have timer on it. Nope. Okay, so right now I'm going to go into the refinery. And right now I'm working on Commander Kurt. So I'm going to go into Command Center. I'm going to go 1, 2, in this last 10 spot, I'll go this Kurt. Before I did that, I was working on Borg Picard, Locatus or whatever, Locatus. I was doing him before. Before that, really Janeway was my focus because I needed her for the Q trials. Now that I'm done with the Q trials, you can see I don't have Janeway in one of the slots. It just depends on what you're focused on and where you're at in the game on those. I don't think there's any wrong ones on there, especially if there's stuff that you need. Like I showed you, I do got a plan on what I'm going to spend these things on once I get them. So, put that back on my dailies. Alright. What time is it? 8 o'clock. Okay, now that one's going to run out before. Let's go there. I need one for 2 hours. So I can just park it there. Okay, that should have got me all my... Now I'll show you what this will do. This is really good. This is a milestone here you guys are going to see here. Okay, let's go. I'll make sure I got all of it. I think I do. Yeah, that's all done. Oh, I thought I hit those a while ago. That sucks. I won't have no problems finishing that. I'll know I'll have a ship repair that will take care of that. Okay. I need to change back. See, the only problem is you can only send one ship to those.
Everything that claims the throne with the Empire's power forever to be known. War cries thunder as enemies shit small in the realm of stars. He stands proud and tall. Unfortunate battle, his spirit untamed. Rising from the ashes, his legacy names in the depths of the content of fury nights. Captain Jack's Bane ready for advice. War cries echo, vengeance unleashed. Then the dark of night's power increase. Steel against steel, the voice starts to shake. With each strike he lands, the darkness will break. In the chaos of war and of the day, to God storm with the memories lead a light. Let it burn the all speed breeze in there and the tide show no spare and creation. These will pass, will pop wars each and they strike like a storm, bringing darkness to lights. Captain Jack's Spade, the legends will play with the warrior's heart. It's forever untamed. Beneath the holograms, his spirit ignites in the fury of combat. He takes to the heights. War cries echo, the stars bleed red in the wake of this fight. War cries echo, dark shadows loom in the heart of battle. They sink in his doom. Captain Jack's fate with vengeance in his grasp. A fierce warrior's might, no thing left to clasp.
Probably be gone. I'm probably gonna lay up on those for a little bit. Alliance thing has me spinning that stuff. So those will start destroying
Unfortunate battle, his spirit untamed. Watching from the ashes, his legacy names in the depths of the content of fury nights. Captain Jack's Bane ready for advice. War cries echo, vengeance unleashed.
and my thing is if I hit
Dark of night's power
250
increased.
twice and I don't get
Steel
the
against
on the epic
steel, the voice starts to shake.
twice,
With
and I
each
always go
strike
to
he
the
lands,
save
the darkness will break.
odds of getting 3 in a row without getting snake eyes 5 is 2 in a row. That's it. And then if I do get one of the snake eyes, then I'm going to hit the other 2.
To God storm with the memories lead a light. Let it burn the all speed breeze in there and the tide show no spare and creation. These will pass, will pop wars each and they strike like a storm, bringing darkness to light.
Poorly on that.
Captain Jack's Spade, the legends will play with the warrior's heart. It's forever untamed. Beneath the holograms, his spirit ignites in the fury of combat. He takes to the heights. War cries echo, the stars bleed red in the wake of this fight. Then the fear is dread.
Okay.
Captain Jack's free with fire in his eyes. Conscious of the storm, no one hears their cries. With a bird of praise flying high and proud. In the shadow of the stars, he attacks the crowd. War cries echo, the Empire's might. Destruction and glory in the dead of night.
Normally, like I said, I'm trying to start saving some of these. Normally, it'd be a no-brainer.
The engines roar, slicing through the void, forever seeking more. With no fierce resolve, he charts his fate.
But I do
The honor
have one
of the
more of these that I
Empire
want to
never
use
too
on mine.
late. War cries echo, fury unleashed in the heart of battle. He God's blessing. There's nowhere to
Putting me on hold for so long.
Through the stars, he weaves a tale of dread. In the heart of battle where only legends tread.
Later tonight, I probably will find
Thunder as the engines blaze. Captain Jack Spade in a dead
I know my
face. In the void between stars, his legacy will
already got the
grow.
Armada crew in here.
Until voice in war, lets the legends flow. With every conquest, the empire stands tall. In the wake of its
5-star,
wrath,
no, not 5-star, 6-star Armadas.
war cries echo.
For me now, I got them figured out. It doesn't matter where I
Battle, they sing in his doom. Captain Jack Spade with vengeance in his grasp.
Look, I'll show you something
Fierce
you can do
warriors
so you
might
can
know
find.
they left a clasp. It's a common thing to claim the throne with the empire's power. War cries thunder as enemy ships fall in the realm of stars. He stands proud and tall.
He's going to be able to fly this. What you do is you do this.
Once in battle, his spirit attained. Rising from the ashes, his legacy names. In the depths of the content of fury nights. Captain Jack Spade ready for advice. War cries echo. Vengeance unleashed.
This is my ship where it goes exactly where it needs to go.
Steel against steel, the voice starts
Weighs
to
very
shake.
little.
With each strike he
Fine.
lands, the darkness will break.
Keep right on it. We've only got 3.
In the chaos of war and of the day, to God stormed the memories lead a light. Red is one the all speed breeze. In there and the tide shall no spare and creation.
I can almost destroy it in one shot.
They strike like a storm, bringing darkness to lights. Captain Jack Spade, the legends will play with the warrior's heart. It's forever obtained. Beneath the holograms, his spirit ignites in the fury of combat. He takes to the heights. War cries echo, the stars bleed red in the wake of this fight. When the fear is dread. Captain Jack Spade with fire in his eyes, conscious of the storm, no one hears their cries. With a bird of praise flying high and proud, in the shadow of the stars, he attacks the crowd. War cries echo, the empire's
I'm going to hit it with the beat. I think it does score on that. Or no, it might be for the one I already maxed out already. So I'm going to have to go
Through the darkness, the engines roar, slicing through the void for and seeking more.
4 or 5 of those. I've been wanting to do what this song do with my
The honor of the
other
empire
ship.
never too late. War cries echo, glory unleashed in the heart of battle. He's the savage beast.
Open that gold
Service 34, the wisdom in the change.
skin for it. I'll put that off.
Cloaked
Install it when
intentions, a time feels strange.
I'm waiting for
Captain Jack Spade on
10
quest
o'clock
for
Central
pride.
Time when the daily
With the
clear.
Allah's blessing, there's
Nightly
nowhere to
daily
hide.
pull both of these. It only makes sense. Well, I'll score.
The stars, he weaves a
I'll
tale
have
of
those. I'll score
dread.
right away.
In the
I'll do
heart
that
of
one.
battle where only legends tread. War cries thunder as the engines blaze. Captain Jack Spade in
Not
a
in a hurry
deadly
yet.
phase.
If I had enough directives to do the 4th one, I'd be right. I would have sped that up right away.
In war, lets the legends flow. With every conquest, of his wrath.
Basically, if you guys aren't there in your, I don't know what they score on when you are. This is a digital group. It gives you loot.
It's a common thing to claim the throne with the Empire's power forever. War cries thunder as enemy ships fall in the realm of stars. He stands proud.
You gotta do it because if you don't skip a week and finish it out, you'll run out.
The spirit attained, watching from the ashes, this legacy names in the depths of the content of fury nights. Captain Jack's Bay ready for advice. War cries echo, legends unleash. In the dark of night, power increase. Steel against steel, the voice starts to shake. With each strike he lands, the darkness will break.
It doesn't really matter. I never do.
They strike like a storm in darkness through lights. Captain Jack's Spade, the legends will play with the warrior's heart. It's forever untamed. Beneath the holograms, his spirit ignites in the fury of combat. He takes to the heights. War cries echo, the stars bleed red in the wake of his flight. When the fear is dread. Captain Jack's Spade with fire in his eyes. Conscious of the storm, no one hears their cries. With a bird of praise, flying high and proud. In the shadow of the stars, he attacks the crowd. War cries echo, the Empire's might. Destruction and glory in the dead of night. Through the darkness, the engines roar, slicing through the void, forever seeking more. With a fierce resolve, he charts his fate. The honor of the Empire never too late. War cries echo, fury unleashed in the heart of battle. He's a savage beast. Service 74, the wisdom in the change. With cloaked intentions, the tide feels strange. Captain Jack's Spade on quest for pride. With the Empire's blessing, there's nowhere to hide.
Thing lined up, but I think I should
The
have
stars, he leaves a
I'll
tale
probably
of
do some
dread.
grinding
In
with
the heart of battle where only legends tread.
points,
War
and I'm also
cries
going to do
thunder as the
some
engines
armadas
blaze.
for that.
Captain Jack's Spade
You normally
in a
have
deadly
4, and that's usually enough to clear it out.
In the void between stars,
But
his
I'm
legacy
not-
will
I'm
grow
hard to get
until going in the war. Let the
I'm not sure I'm
legends
going to do
flow.
next with that little
With every
particle.
conquest, the
there are
Empire
some
stands
other
tall
things
in the wake of his wrath.
untreated. Because I don't think I need more than one of those with the ghosts.
War cries echo, dark shadows loom in the heart of battle.
Especially if you're being
Captain Jack's Spade
Yes,
with
you're not gonna
vengeance
do
in his grasp. A fierce warrior's might, no thing left to clasp. It's a common thing to claim the throne with the Empire's power forever to be known. War cries thunder as enemy ships fall in the realm of stars. He
what more is a force rating? You got some guys just stupid one shot in every time, you know? I love that guy, especially in encouragement. Just triple score you on that when you find that unicorn that got it was too stupid to shield. You get raider points, you get damage to points, you would get points for ships dying in the champion at one time. They held that out. That used to be real fun. But anyway, until next time, thanks for watching the stream. We'll try to get on tomorrow night if I can. Do this again. Thanks for watching.